Good morning, Eastern Stars.
Today is Monday, November 13th, 2023. I'm Harper.
I'm Mr. Cooper.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Zach.
Lunch choice, Zach.
First choice, grilled cheese sandwich. Second choice, sun butter and jelly with Cheez-Its and cheese stick.
Surprisingly, we only have one Eastern Star birthday today. Happy birthday to Ty in Mrs. Lute's class.
Weather.
Today is going to be sunny with a high of 51 degrees.
Wonderful.
Sports update.
Yesterday, the Detroit Lions won against the Los Angeles Chargers by 41-38. Way to go, Lions.
Woohoo, shout outs.
Mr. Sweegles would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Jenkins, Mrs. Wiskevich, and Mrs. Asiala for being the greatest office staff in all the land. He appreciates you.
Marlo Kroom in Miss Schemberger's class wants to give a shout out to all our veterans and thanking them for all they do.
Tessa from Mrs. Schemberger's class would like to give a shout out to Ellie for helping her when she struggles.
I think that's Eli.
Eli.
Guy Kroon from Mrs. Schemberger's class would like to thank Hazel S. for helping him with math.
Keelan, Evelyn, Hazel H., Aiden, and Elliot from Miss Schemberger's class would like to give a shout out to Abigail because she said good job when they were working. Way to go, students in Miss Schemberger's class.
Avery, Penny, and Elliot in Mrs. Kretschmark's class would like to give a shout out to our cafeteria cooks and helpers for doing such a good job. We appreciate you.
Speaking of Mrs. Kirchmerrick, I need to tell you a little bit about myself. When I was younger, I had this incredible desire to shock scare people. So if there was an opportunity where somebody wasn't watching or paying attention and I went, boo! They would get scared and I would laugh really hard. Well, last night I had a little flashback to my youth, and Mrs. Kirchmerrick was in her room, not paying attention to what was going on, decorating her window to her door, and I walked by and I couldn't help myself. I jumped in front of her window and said, boo! And she got pretty scared and she screamed pretty loud, and I feel really bad, but I laughed really hard for a really long time. I still kind of laugh when I think about it. So I have to say, Mrs. Kirchmerrick, I'm so sorry I did that to you, and I will try my hardest not to do it again. Okay, so we have something that was given to me this morning by Cora, an extended day, and she found it on a tree. Maybe you've seen something like this before. Let me get it out of the bag here.
It smells like apples.
Ooh, that does kind of smell good. You said applesauce?
Apple cider.
Apple cider. That's so interesting. Okay, so Miss Diane in Extended Day says that she thinks this is a mushroom called a turkey tail. Very interesting, and this does smell really good. I kind of thought it would smell bad. It doesn't look like it smells good, but so interesting. And then she also got this other smaller one that's harder, but it kind of looks like the same thing, only smaller. It smells the same, so maybe it's just a smaller version. So Cora, thanks so much for giving us something to look at on the announcements. Appreciate you. Okay, I think that's where we will leave them off on this Monday morning. Did we miss any announcements for the day? I don't think so. I think we got it all. All right, are we ready to send them off? Let me get out of the way here. That's all for today. Remember,
Be safe, trustworthy, attentive, and respectful. Be a star. Have a mumbo jumbo Monday. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.